This bridge should have collapsed the day it was built. The engineers who designed it were called insane. The math said it was impossible. And yet right now, thousands of people are driving across it without a second thought. How is it still standing?
The answer is hiding in plain sight, and once you see it, you can never unsee it.
Most people think a bridge is steel and concrete. They are wrong. A bridge is a fight. It is humanity standing at the edge of a canyon, a mile of ocean, a freezing river, and refusing to walk around. That refusal is what makes a bridge possible, and it has pushed engineers to do things that border on madness.
Picture this: Iowa, a town split in half by a river that nobody could cross for miles, so they decide to build straight through it. But the riverbed is 12 feet below the surface, and the water never stops moving. So what do? They build a wall. A giant steel wall driven into the riverbed to hold the river back. Then they pump water out for 36 hours straight, machines fighting the river fighting back. And when the last drop is gone, workers step down onto ground that has not seen daylight in centuries. That is where the impossible begins. Now here is where it gets strange. Hold that image of Iowa in your head, because what comes next makes that bridge look like a backyard project.
Travel to southern France, the Millau Viaduct, a bridge so tall its highest tower is taller than the Eiffel Tower. You are not driving across a road, you are driving through clouds.
During construction, fog rolled in so thick the crews could not see 10 feet ahead of them. Winds ripped across the valley with no warning. One wrong measurement, and thousands of tons of steel would have rained down into the valley below. So how did they line up the sections? Lasers.
GPS-guided lasers, accurate to the millimeter. On a structure nearly 2.5 kilometers long, the margin for error was 0, and they hit it. But the Millau is not even the most insane one. China is. The Duge Bridge sits over 500 meters above the river below. If you dropped a stone from the deck, it would fall for 10 full seconds before hitting the water. 10 seconds. The construction crews had to carve roads into the side of the mountain just to get materials to the site. Workers lived on the mountain for months. The air was thinner, the temperature swung from burning hot to freezing in hours, and they kept building. Because on the other side of that gap was a town that had been cut off for generations.
And then there is the one that should not exist. Japan, the Akashi Kaikyo Bridge, the longest suspension bridge ever built. Almost 4 kilometers across a strait famous for typhoons, earthquakes, and currents nobody can predict.
While they were building it, a massive earthquake hit. The towers actually shifted. The bridge ended up a full meter longer than it was supposed to be. A meter!
On any other project, that is a catastrophe. But the engineers had planned for this. They built the bridge to flex, to absorb the earth itself moving underneath it. The earthquake came, the bridge bent, and it kept standing.
So here is the question. Why are these still standing? Why have they not collapsed under their own weight? The wind, the water, the earth shaking beneath them. It is not the steel. It is not the concrete. It is something far simpler. Every one of these bridges was called impossible before it was built. Every single one had critics, doubters, people with budgets and politics trying to kill it. And every one exists because someone refused to listen. That is the hidden force behind every great bridge on Earth. Not engineering, not money, stubbornness.
The most stubborn parts of human nature, frozen in steel. The next time you drive across a bridge, any bridge, remember what it took. Somebody looked at a gap the world said could not be crossed, and crossed it anyway.
If this changed how you see bridges, tell me in the comments which one hit hardest. Was it the Iowa Cofferdam, the French Viaduct in the clouds, the Chinese bridge in the sky, or the Japanese bridge that survived an earthquake mid-construction? Subscribe for more stories about the impossible things humans keep building. I will see you in the next one.